Hello. How are we doing? Hope everyone's well. We're back. It's been a quick month. My month has been ridiculous, if you are aware of it. But yeah, let's ruin everything. As Pinky says, ruin your TA day, CPI day. Might not be that bad. Just have wider stops, maybe. But we'll see. Direction seems to be up in terms of the markets, in terms of traditionals. Crypto, we'll see. So yeah, let's have a little gander before the results come out. So if you don't know this, consensus is 3.1%. I think 3.1% or 3% will probably be the mark. If we miss, i.e. if it's lower and it's like 3.5, ooh, it may not like it. So we'll see how things go. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. It'd be good to get a lot of engagement today. Slap on a like, press a share button, shill the channel. Let's get it growing because I'm starting to pick up a bit more now in terms of videos, and because I'm doing like 4 this week, which is ridiculous. I've not done 4 in about over a year and a half. I'm coming back. Bull market's returning. I'm joking. Your watch will nosedive now. But yeah, you get the idea. But this has been an absolute massive turn of events, realistically. I was thinking now, we're never going to go down to like 3% in a couple of months. Are we? Really? But yeah, that was a forecast. It's looking quite good, to be fair. It's ridiculous. It's doings wells. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. 3% is, yeah, pretty decent considering it was 9% not too long ago. So yeah, we'll see how things go. But pressing matters. Let's have a look at the cheeky time frames. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can kind of see where we're at. I don't want to go too far because it'll just fly off the chart as always. So traditional order, we've got the Nasdaq, we've got the dollar, we've got the S&P, and we've got Bitcoin. Bitcoin usually does react, but these two are delayed. So be mindful of that when we do the analysis, because it's just one of those things. It's annoying. It's just a pain in the ass. But yeah, we'll see how things go. Let me just try and see what I can change here. Community moderation. Sorry, I'm just fiddling with something. No, I think we're good. I've lost my thing. Annoying. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I think. I'll make the slow mode a little bit less violent. There we go. So forecast mode is, or forecast, get my words out. Forecast is 3.1%. So this is a forecast, which is low. So what trend that we've spotted recently is, as daft as it sounds, right? Bear with me. Where have I gone? Oh God, wrong way. Whenever we have a big jump off a cliff, we tend to have a slow bit, but this, in terms of forecast, it's not giving us out. It's usually like quiet, but no, it's relatively fast. But another thing we need to take note of is the fact that the core could go down to 5%. That is huge, and it's something that's on Bloomberg here. CPI report to show lowest core inflation since 2021. If this forecast comes in, that will be a pretty big step forward in terms of where it's been before in the past and where it could lead in the future. Core is the main one we need to look out for. Core is a ridiculous one. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But as normal, I'm pretty happy with it just coming down and hopefully soft landing, and then it's not going to be as volatile and we're not going to get absolutely destroyed in the market. But yeah, we'll see how things go. But that has been pretty crazy as well in terms of the speed that this has come down. But yeah, it'll be fine. but that's also been ridiculous. But yeah, as I say, whenever we have a big dump, we consolidate, then dump, and consolidate. But this time, bit different. But yeah, this could be fun. But yeah, what do you guys think anyways? You're all very quiet today. It's probably because it's a Wednesday. It's a bit out of sorts. Funny enough. Are we getting any reactions yet? Dollar, what are you doing? It's in 5 minutes time. 1:30 UK time. Wow, he's still waiting for 15k BTC. What? It's a stretch that, like. That's a stretch, in my opinion. I don't think that will happen. I feel the bottom is in on Bitcoin. I've said that for a while. I can't see it going. What does it mean? What does what mean? Bags are already, yeah. My bags are sitting, chilling, relaxing. I want to buy more soon, though. Some altcoins look tasty. Oh, hello. Dollar's having a little bit of a rumble. Core could get 4.8. It's unlikely, though, because it doesn't move as much. But 5% on core would be huge. If that actually... 4.8 or 4.9 could be definitely possible. But 5% is pretty damn impressive considering where it's been. This is the main one we want to look out for. And like this is the one where they're like, oh, hello, this is like the lowest it's been for a very long time. So if the forecast does come in at 5%, that's like huge data and information that obviously it's already getting news wrote about it already. So there's a lot of things happening. It's quite a big one, this one, I think. Especially if you get into the 3% and the normal ones. UK inflate, yeah, UK is horrendous. Honking. US CPI is consumer price index. It is inflation. It reacts to the market every single time. It's what gives us kind of the benchmark of whether we do more quantitative tightening, whether we stop raising interest rates, all that kind of stuff, and it can affect the markets quite a lot in terms of where it could go. And it does. Bitcoin's having a little bit of a jolly pump right now. In terms of comparing past cycles, that's all we've got to go on. Like, you can't just make up data as you go along. You've got to look at the past data to give you an idea. That's technical analysis. So you've got to look at historic levels of support and resistance. You've got to look at time frames, reactions to certain events, etc. You know, this is the whole point of it. But we'll see how things go. But they often say, though, markets don't copy. They often rhyme. So they'll never be like for like. I don't trade it, to be fair. There's no point trading on a day like this, in my opinion. I'm not really a massive trader anyways, but for me, it will get when the US market's open in an hour, it will get volatile. It usually does. Usually something happens. Like, Bitcoin's already having a bit of a pop here, but we'll see. These two here, the diagonals, are delayed, so be careful with those ones. So we'll see what happens. It's coming out in a minute time. 1 whole minute. If you're new around here, or if you like the content that I do on live stream, please press the like button. There's only 24 people liking. Come on, get more. We can get well over 100. Well over 100. Right, there goes Bitcoin. Bye-bye, Bitcoin. See you later. Dollars just nosedived. Bitcoins went up. I'm guessing the results are out. What do you reckon? Should we look at core first? We'll wait for core. Do you use leverage? I've just said I don't trade. Is it 3%? This website's usually delayed, to be fair. 4.8. Oh. Hello. Oh, well, we won. It's coming down very nicely. Look at the dollar. Wow. That'll go back up in a second, though. You're not going to be trading that. That's just a dollar index. So yeah, let's see what happens. The market should react. So 3%, that's good. It's above expectations. And if core is 4.8, as per said in chat, that'd be very, very impressive. But as you can imagine, this is delay. There you go. So there's a reference point there. 3%, previous 4. Cool. Core 4.8. Yes. So yeah, it's done well. So yeah, if anyone's wondering why this is good, it's because it's hit target. Often they miss. So for imagining if it was supposed to become 3.1% on the consensus, and say if it comes in at 3.5%, the markets will not like that. But because we've done, yes, we've hit the levels as kind of what the forecast was, it's good. So this then creates volatility. And what we're seeing with Bitcoin, it's already spiked all the way up. It's kind of settling down. The dollar is going to probably come back up a little bit. But yeah, it'll be pretty good. So in terms of all this information now, in terms of Bloomberg, etc., it's going to be pretty good. This can also have a leading effect to where we go into with the summer break for inflation data. Not inflation data, sorry, the market interest rates. Are they going to pause again? Maybe. Or are they going to add another 25 base points? Maybe, who knows? So we'll see. But there's going to be one more, and then there's going to be a break until the end of September. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. But it does affect most markets. Let's have a little look. What's happening today? So Federal Reserve issue beige book. Federal speakings today, but none from Powell yet. Powell usually speaks so in and around these sort of events, but it's mainly interest rates that he speaks, not so much CPI days. So there's going to be nothing from Powell. And then you got US bank earnings are going to start kicking off on Friday, so we're going to go into earnings season soon. So that's going to be pretty damn awesome to see where some big tech stocks have been doing this last month or 2 or 3. For obvious reasons, the Nasdaq's done very well, the S&P's done very well. If you're unaware of this, then you should really, wow, still going down. But yeah, you can see over the course of the year, this is all, well, bear with me, a 6-hour time frame. Let's have a little look. So this is the course of the year for the Nasdaq, and obviously for the S&P 500, been doing incredibly well. And while Bitcoin's just been like chilling, realistically, pretty much chilling for the last few weeks. It's been really irritating to watch BTC versus everything else. But this is continuation of the downtrend by the looks of it. I think we're going to go below 100 very, very soon on that. We're testing them lows on the dollar. So yeah, this could be very, very interesting to see where this leads us. Now, as you know, the relationship with the dollar going down is often good for other markets. If the dollar goes up, it's often bad for the markets. It's just the way it is. Dollar strength, dollar weakness, all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, we'll see how things go. What else have we got? So yeah, we'll see how things go. Right now, though, probably a good day for the market. Often is when the results are pretty good. Next one, July. Month's time. Bosh. So yeah, we'll see if we get more volatility. Oh. I mean, that's probably why you don't like to trade on these sort of days with BTC, because you get horrible candles like that. This will be reacting soon. Certainly when the market opens properly. It could get very interesting. So yeah, let's just sit and chill, relax, and see what kind of market moves we're going to get there. That's it, going to try and go down a bit. It's always fun to watch Bitcoin, to be fair. It's always a bit volatile. Miners aren't selling at the minute. Miners are hoarding. Miners are buying. There's been a lot of information coming out recently about some of the American mining companies getting bought out by big VCs as well. Vanguard have just bought a 10% stake in Riot Platforms, which is a big mining company in America. I don't think they'll be selling BTC anytime soon. Tell you what I do need to do. I need to change my title. Bosh. Update the title. I'm not buying anything yet. I'm waiting for altcoins to kind of go to certain levels. I've already had my bags packed for a while, to be fair. I've been chilling, staking, enjoying it. A lot of people got really confused when I was buying in like November, December time. Kind of a good call, to be fair. Look at PTC. Down, back up. Yeah, this is 100% one of the reasons why you don't bother trading much on a day like this. Unless you've got a proper wide stop. Staking is absolutely fine. It's on chain. So staking for a asset is security. It's governance. It's validation of the network to process effectively and efficiently. So yeah, like when you're staking a native asset like Ethereum, when you're staking the likes of, I don't know, Polkadot, Solana, Cardano, helps the network. And you get paid to do it. So it's worth it. Yeah, mining stocks are good. I've been accumulating a small bag on Riot platform. I've got a very small bag though, unfortunately. Because I'm looking to fill out my ISA, because I've converted my ISA into a stocks and shares ISA now. So I'm building a portfolio, but I can't put much money in yet because I'm moving house soon and I've got to leave my money laying around. I don't want to move it too much because I will get questions asked and it'll be a pain in the ass. So I'm just going to sit on my money for now. But yeah, I'm looking at Riot platforms is one. There's quite a few. There's I'm looking at Coinbase as well. I've got a small bag of Coinbase because I think with the custodial side of it with BlackRock and the ETFs, that's going to be probably positive news. But we'll see. They are very cyclical. They're not really long-term holds. They are sort of like the kind of like cryptocurrency market type stuff. So in a bull market, they'll probably do well. In a bear market, they will do shit. So in and out sort of vibe. So I wouldn't want to just hold them like a dividend stock and just get destroyed, because you will. It'd be pretty ugly. The dollar's still coming down. That's interesting to see that. Thought it would have had a bit of a fight back, but not today. We'll see what the S&P do and the Nasdaq, because they're often interesting. The Nasdaq's coming down, the S&P's actually going up at the minute. But they are delayed, so be warned. I should really look for the real-time version, to be fair. Let's have a look at commodities first. What's happening? Gold's not doing much. Now, I don't know if these are real-time or not. Consumer prices rise by 0.2. Oh, that's one thing we're not looked at. So if we look at the inflation data, what actually went down? So food inflation went down quite a bit. Energy went down again. Rent inflation went down a little bit. Services went down quite a bit. Yeah, that was a price index. That gone up by a little bit. Yeah. Food's quite a big one of it. To be fair, I think all mining stocks will do well. It's just the way it is. The emphasis on halving, the emphasis on competition, they'll probably do well. They're all really low as well. They can at least return a 3 to 4, 5x easily. How does it feel being so far ahead time-wise in the US markets? It doesn't really bother me. I've never really been in America when I've been in the stock market that much, to be fair, to even realise what's been happening. There's a Nasdaq. There's a delay. Off we go. So yeah, as I say, there's a 15-minute delay on these, so it's unclear to see what was going to happen, but we're doing well. What is gold doing? Not a lot, by the looks of it. up 0.8%. It was already high this morning. It was doing okay this morning, but it's broken out at that level. So yeah, it's doing all right now. But already this morning it was looking like it was like when we look at this in terms of gold, it was actually, you know, for the last few days been rallying up a little bit, but that just went. So yeah, it's gone up quite a bit now. What was that? S&P. So yeah, it's looking pretty strong for the market, to be fair. Usually when gold does something, Bitcoin does something as well, so that's usually positive, but Bitcoin's yet to react. But Bitcoin has been ridiculously good this last couple of weeks. Consolidating when everyone else has been like, no, we're not buying that because we don't really understand it. And then BlackRock come in and go, we want Bitcoin. That's ridiculous how far that's just grown, by the way. Market is looking strong. Softer US inflation data unlikely to dissuade the Fed from, So they're still reckoning that the US are going to do a rate hike, one more rate, a possible rate hike of 25 base points. So it looks like they're going to continue doing it. And then there'll be a break till September. So that'll be interesting to see where that goes from that point. I'm not even sure what the forecast is or where they want to go to be fair. But no, things are looking okay. The rally may well continue here. We just need altcoins to go and follow the Bitcoin market, essentially. That'll be the best thing. If BTC gets kind of stuck here for a bit and the altcoins go for a little bit of a run, bring the dominance down a little bit, catch up, I think everyone will be pretty happy by then, going into the winter. But it's pretty unlikely at the minute. It's pretty meh. Crypto market is pretty boring at the minute. It's better to be in stocks, I think, at the minute. As daft as it sounds. Anyone holding any stocks? Feel free to let me know. As I'm literally just starting my my new stock market portfolio with like literally nothing in it at the minute. Do I think it'll pull back? Ooh, probably not. I don't know. It should do. It's supposed to pull back. So if we look at BTC at a naked form, bear with me. So obviously we've been doing this throughout the year. What we've found is we do a big massive push up and then a very, very slow decline, but we've not even had any sort of like inkling of any sort of pullback yet, which is a little bit annoying. So I was expecting like a more aggressive pullback towards these sort of areas around there, which is roughly around 28k, because when you put a fib on it, from the low to the high, it's around that point where you got the 50% mark, but also you got a lot of shit around here. But even when you put your cursor on it, you got a load of resistance and support levels. Probably, well, not so much resistance, but you got a lot of support levels from that point. So yeah, I was expecting at least an area around there it was going to tap into, but it's just gone here. It's not really done much, to be fair. It's just been chilling, which is fair enough, but it's like, where's the volatility? Where's it going to come from? What's going to happen next? And if we do break up to the upside, which is definitely possible, by the way, it could be pretty interesting, but we'll just have to see where it goes. But when we think about the corrections from this side as well, we just went right the way through everything, right to the top. It's ridiculous. So yeah, all good fun and games. We'll see how things go. But yeah, it's literally just sitting here, waiting for the next move. Even when you look at the higher time frame, it's like, wow, look at that, it's ridiculous. What a year. Tesla and Amazon. I've got like a tiny amount of Amazon stock just through like a free referral gift on Trading 212. Funny enough. Yeah, possibly the next. This might be the last biggie in terms of big volatility, big massive gains, big massive ridiculous kind of spikes in the market. It may well slow down, but altcoins might not. Altcoins may well still be a powerhouse in terms of gaining some ridiculous monies very quickly. BTC though may slow down. May is a key word here, but it might not. It might just slowly just carry on, just gradually going up, but not be as volatile. Saying that, this is ridiculous in terms of how volatile it is. At times, but then again, it's no different to some stocks. Some stocks are ridiculous. When they trend up, they just keep going and going and going, and they just don't stop. Don't stop at all. It's pretty interesting. Right, what else is happening? Get me back on the 1 hour or something. So the dollar's still dropping. The S&P still doing okay. Bitcoin's deciding to just chill out. And the Nasdaq's still flying. Pretty good. Pretty much made me financially free for a certain time limit. I don't think I can get to my retirement age in the UK without working though. I just enjoy doing it because I'll be bored. But yeah, it allowed me to quit my job pretty quickly. Set up my own company without any worries. It's pretty good really. I don't like the term financially free because financially free is kind of like a bit of a gimmick, really. Like, you've still got to do something in life. You've got to get up for something. You've got to enjoy yourself. Like, I think the novelty of like just doing nothing will wear off it will for me. It would be ridiculously quick. So yeah, this is why I've built companies and stuff. Learning crypto is my company. Go in the bio, you'll see it. Online education. It's pretty decent. Yeah, BTC is just chilling at the minute. It's a bit volatile though, kind of on the lower time frames, but not enough to kind of get people worried about getting stopped out or breaking up to the other side and getting trapped. It's kind of just staying. This could all change in like an hour or so though. When the US markets open, they may well totally change. So you've got to be so mindful of that, especially with this creating a new low. So this has been just downtrending nicely and then boom. So we might get a delay here. The missus is alright, to be fair. She's alive, which is always a good thing. But no, she's alright. She's on the recovery now, thankfully. I've BTC, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to rally or dump. It's been consolidating for the last 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. It's been so shit. So I don't really want to say anything about BTC, really. It's going to go up or down. That's it. It has to get out of the consolidation. Shit answer, I know, but if it's consolidating, there's one huge thing that it needs to do is do one thing. Go up or down. Do I like XRP? It's alright, yeah. In the future, BTC could be volatile, but mainly due. I don't know. I think with institutional investment, they'll want to slow it down. They'll want to have better market makers, maybe. You could probably argue better ones in place to allow less volatility in terms of like the snapbacks. Because if we're thinking institutional investment, right, and we're thinking BlackRock, Fidelity, all these big, massive firms that are huge wealth managers, right? If they're going to make a spot ETF and then build their own iShares platform around it, and if it obviously gets accepted, that's cool. But the reality is, if this is going to eventually go in people's portfolios and like a couple of percent is going to be on pension pots and all kinds of random stuff like that, they won't want to see people having like their pensions drop by 30, 40, 50% in a year, right? They'll want to try and slow that down so it's nowhere near as bad. Obviously, in the stock market, S&P, that can happen, but it's a lot rare. In crypto, you can lose 50% of your net worth in a matter of like, I don't know, 2 or 3 months because you bought something really badly. So it's an absolute, it's a scary proposition really to think like that could be a thing. So BTC has to be kind of, I think, less volatile, but it already is a lot less volatile than it used to be, but altcoins are not though. What was your job? I was in the Air Force before I quit in 2018. 2018, such a long time ago now. It's like 5 years. It's ridiculous when I think about it. Yeah, mining stocks are doing really well. I think mining stocks will continue going up for the next year or so. So I'm going to dollar cost average into a few of them. I've already doing an altcoin portfolio. It's in my Patreon, to be fair. So I did. I've invested in 5 coins, $1,000 each, and we're just going to see what's going to happen with them. Bought them January time, February time, that sort of time. So it's down a little bit at the minute, but not by much. It's doing all right, to be fair, considering how far the altcoins have dropped. Do you see a consideration that BTC steadily moves up? Nah. Altcoins always catch up. They always do. It's called rotation. So what happens is BTC will do well for a bit, and then it will rotate into altcoins, and then what they do is then they pump the bags and they sell back into BTC. It's just dominance. They always do it. So there'll be a point where BTC dominance will go high, then it will just drop all of a sudden. So it does happen. Some of these questions. And no, I wasn't a pilot. And no, I've not killed anyone. Don't worry. One job that I never really got the concept of doing is being a pilot. I just don't see the attraction to that ever. Like, to some people it looks cool, but to me it just looks heavily boring. So, a lot of work, a lot of training, a lot of sitting around doing nothing. So, and you're also on call a lot if you're on pilot. Literally, you are constantly on call. Yeah, I'm dollar cost averaging into a few things soon. I'm just waiting for my house thing to go through, and then I can move money around, and then from there on, it should be quite good fun. But I did most of my buying a long time ago. Sitting staking, free monies, free rewards. It's pretty cool. I'm buzzing about Danny Ricciardo coming back, though. I do think if he does well in that AlphaTauri seat, I think Red Bull might come knocking. Because a couple of sources have been saying that his tyre data was strong, like in terms of timings and stuff, really, really strong and consistent. So, considering he's not been in that car for such a long time and only been in the simulator, that's pretty impressive. And he's got like over half a season ready to prove himself now. So, yeah, it's cool. Meme coins are probably not the only way to become a millionaire. Investing is a game of time, not quick rich scheme. Like, if I think about how quickly things have changed in my life, they have been pretty quickly. But if you consistently ride the cycles and build and build and build, you'll grow, which is what I've been doing for the last, 6-7 years in crypto. Just been building, buy low, sell high, right? Meme coins for me is just like a lottery. It's like, yeah, you can have a bit of fun with them, and some people do get very wealthy very quickly, but at half the time you don't see the losers, and there's a lot of them that get rugged up. I mean, Learning Crypto has a degen room, and there's been some fantastic calls in there where people have made like 20, 30, 40x very, very quickly. But there's also been ones where they've just died flat in the face. So you've got to be very, very careful with where you go and what route you take with investing. It's all about separation and risk management, in my opinion. Staking rewards, in terms of Polkadot, unlock is just due to the fact of security. That's all it is. It's a more secure network. Cheers, Justin. Appreciate it. I've been debating buying a McLaren. I might buy a little used one. Maybe at the end of the bull cycle for a bit of fun. Maybe. Depends. The missus might say no. Although she didn't, when I suggested it last week, she didn't say no, so I'm going to go with that answer. She actually said the words, "You deserve something like that." I was like, oh, thanks. So yeah, I might buy one. Maybe. Maybe. Depends. I live in the north of England though, so like a McLaren will stick out like a donkey's dick, so it won't look very good where I live. And I won't be able to go to like the Lake District or anything because the roads are really narrow, and I'll probably like scratch it all across walls and stuff and lose a mirror or two. So we'll see. But no, to be fair though, a lot of used cars like that are actually really good value, like pretty decent. You could pick up some decent ones for about 80 grand, which isn't a lot of money in the grand scheme of things. But is it worth spending an extra, I don't know, 50 grand on a brand new one? Who knows? Need to do said research. But yeah, I'll probably get my wheels nicked. That could be fun. But no, I never fancy a Lambo, so no one suggests a Lambo, please. It's literally, nah, I've never really fancied one. I'd rather have a McLaren. They look nice though. Anyways, I'm going to shoot. Appreciate people turning up. But yeah, we'll see how things go. Markets open in 35 minutes. We may well see some volatility.